What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 10, and we start today's episode off by once again reviewing the group. We won and drew our opening two games after the guy rage quit in the second game, and of course we drew the first game 2-2. So we come into our third and final group stage game here. Again, my maths is terrible, and I'm not really sure what I need, whether a win or a draw, or whether I can lose and still go through. I don't know, but all I knew is a win would certainly guarantee us progress into the knockout stages here on what is, I believe, our fifth attempt at trying to win the World Cup. And yeah, we come against this side for the first game of today's episode. It's an 83 rated 100 chemistry side here. He also won and drew his first two games. 4-3-3. De Gea in goal. Contral, Boateng. I always get that centre back wrong. Barzagli or Bonucci, one of those two. And Fanny were the defenders. Javi Martinez. Pirlo was in there, and some other players as well, including Cristiano Ronaldo. That's all you need to know. He had Ronaldo in his side, so he had a better team than me. But the first chance would fall in the third minute here, and the first goal would also fall as well. Negredo comes forward and scores to make it 1-0 here. So just 3 minutes in, Negredo gets the goal as he and Giovinco seem to go through each other's bodies. So 1-0 here, great start for us. And despite my opponent having a better team than me, no doubt about it, he was 1-0 down. But from kickoff, he messes around with Ronaldo and gives it to Toni Kroos. Kroos finds Javi Martinez. Martinez then gets on the ball and offloads it towards Fabio Contral. Contral then gets onto the ball, but I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't need to go towards him, just wait and wait and wait, and eventually he'll give the ball away. And he does here. Pjanic wins it. It comes to Joe Hart. We just launched the ball forward, but it goes all the way to Negredo, and Negredo wins it, plays it forward towards Janssen. Janssen finds Giovinco. Great chance to make it 2-0, and we do. Fantastic finish by Giovinco under pressure from the on-rushing David De Gea, and it is 2-0 just 7 minutes in. So a great start to this game, no doubt about it, and things could not have got to a better start. But the 12th minute here, Vermaelen gives the ball to Pjanic. Pjanic finds Pedro here. Pedro gets on the ball and plays a fantastic ball over the top towards Pjanic, who goes through 1-on-1. Great chance to make it 3-0, but unfortunately the United goalkeeper and the Spanish goalkeeper David De Gea makes a good save and keeps it at 2-0. So my opponent staying in the game thanks to a good stop by good stop by De Gea there, but he sees Hart throw the ball to Giovinco. He finds Gonlons, then to Sterling, then to Negredo, then Negredo back out wide towards Raheem Sterling. Astori, that's the centre back. We go down the left hand side there with Sterling. Really good chance here. Now see the heel flick as well. The shot is saved, but it falls to Negredo and he hits the post, and then Giovinco somehow misses the open goal. So absolutely dreadful miss by Giovinco there. That's my fault. Terrible composure, and it is still 2-0. God, I'm going to get so much hate for getting that centre back wrong, ain't I? But still 2-0, and in the 35th minute, Negredo gets on the ball and offloads it out wide towards Pedro. Great chance for us to make it 3-0, and how about this for a finish by Pedro? Just wonderful. Outside of his right boot, smashes it into the far corner. Wonderful goal, and it is 3-0. And as I'm watching the replays, my opponent says, "Screw this, I've had enough, I'm quitting." And yeah, he does. He quits the game, and we win the game by 3-0. So yes, it's another rage quit, which isn't great because obviously I want to show as many games as possible and try and make it as entertaining as possible. But getting the wins is the most important thing. And like I said, I didn't need good maths to work this one out. I have indeed qualified for the knockout stages, which is fantastic news for us. And as you can see by the group table, we topped the group as well, thanks to those two rage quits and the draw. So after that, we open ourselves a player pack. But so far, I haven't really got anyone good from this. Caceres has been our best player so far, and we also got Holman here from Australia. I think he was the former Aston Villa midfielder, I can't remember now, but still, he comes in. He won't be good for anything, but there you go. But yeah, we're into knockout stages. Yay, epic. I think this is our 5th attempt at trying to win the World Cup, so glad to get ourselves into the knockout stage. We're into the round of 16. Of course, the furthest we have gone is the quarterfinals, so hopefully going to get a little bit better than that this time around, but we'll have to wait and see. But the squad was fit enough to play and get ourselves into another game, so eventually we searched for an opponent, and we got one here for the game in the round of 16. It was a guy who had the Spanish flag, and as you can see here, he had a decent side, 80 rated, 100 chemistry side, 4-3-3 team as well, and the side was Sirigu in goal, back four of Evra, Vermaelen, Corker, I'm not sure who that right back is, but Verratti, Fellaini, Khedira, Schürrle, Benteke and Morales was the side. Not sure who that right back is there, but still very decent side my opponent had. And the first chance of this game would fall here eventually as we get past the team. The first chance would fall here in the 13th minute as Khedira loses the ball to Pedro. Pedro finds Gonlons. Gonlons plays it to Giovinco, gets found Patrice Evra. Good chance here, nice little body feint to beat Steven Corker. I try and catch the keeper at the near post, but unfortunately Sirigu makes a save, and he makes another one to get the ball wide and halfway corner. So still 0-0, but unfortunately for us, from this corner in the 16th minute, Verratti stands over it, but he gives it to Kevin Morales instead. He crosses the ball in, Benteke goes for it, but Joe Hart catches the ball. We quickly launch it up with the kick out towards the run of Negredo. He's so powerful. He manages to withhold the challenge of Evra, rolls it off towards the run of our left back Janssen all the way out the pitch, but unfortunately his drilled shot hits the post and it's cleared away. So we almost made it 1-0 there for an unlikely source, but unfortunately still 0-0. But in the 34th minute, Sterling gets on the ball and offloads it to Janssen. Janssen finds Janic down out to the left hand side. Janssen goes down left hand side once again. Really good chance. Our German left back keeps on going. Nice little double step over. We wait for the run of Giovinco, pick him out, but unfortunately I dragged the shot wide of the post. But the early chances were coming to me, and that was the most important thing. I was looking very, very menacing indeed, but I just couldn't seem to score. But from this goal kick, Sirigu clears it long towards Fellaini. Of course he's going to win the header, and it falls to Andre Schürrle. Schürrle keeps holding the ball here. Great chance. He keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going. Gives it into Fellaini. Can he score? No. Joe Hart pulls off a good save there, and it is still 0-0. So Joe Hart, who I'm not a big fan of, makes a very good save there. Not a big fan of on the game, I should say. I love him in real life. Not a big fan of on this game. It's a good save, and it's still 0-0. With the 43rd minute, we had a throw in here. Pedro stands over it. We quickly give it to Maggio, our right back. He gets past Evra, swings it in across, and Negredo wins the header and puts it past the goalkeeper. So 1-0. Yes, the goals may not be pretty, but hey, this is the World Cup round of 16, man. We need to take as many goals as we can get. So good finish there by Negredo, and it's 1-0. And on the stroke of half time, good chance for us to make it 2-0. My opponent fails to get the ball away here. It falls to Maxime Gonlons. He finds Miralem Pjanic, who strikes it. A nice little fake shot dummy and a great finish into the bottom corner. So that was a really nice goal there. Teased the opponent with the fake shot and a good finish into the bottom corner. So 2-0 up as we go into the half-time dressing room, and I was very pleased with my performance. However, in the second half, in the 59th minute here, I failed to get the ball away with Inigo Martinez. Benteke flicks it on, and Andre Schürrle puts it past Joe Hart. Kind of a soft finish really, but an accurate one, and it is 2-1. So my opponent's back in the game here, but directly from kickoff, I tried to restore the 2-goal cushion. Gonalons gets on the ball and finds Maggio. Maggio plays it back in field to Gonalons, then to Pedro, then to Gonalons, then eventually gives it to Pedro over the top here, down the right hand side. Great chance, gets past his man. Really a good chance with a nice little step over here. We take aim, but unfortunately Sirigu makes the save, and Sterling's follow-up shot is blocked by the defender and out for a corner. So still 2-1 here, but in the 66th minute, I win the ball with Janssen. He was having a great game, my left back. He finds Raheem Sterling. Sterling fake shots around Verratti, gives it to Negredo. Good chance on the break here. Sterling's got the pace. We give it to him. Really good chance here as he gets past his man, plays it infield to Negredo, lets the ball run through his legs, gives it to Giovinco. Giovinco then fake shots round the last defender and blasts it past Sirigu. So that was a really nice goal. A couple of nice passes in there. Nice little dummy by Negredo and a good finish by Giovinco after the fake shot. So it's 3-1, and surely now we're through to the quarterfinals. And a good chance to make it 4-1 here in the 76th minute. Giovinco goes through. Nice little Berber spin. A nice little rainbow flick to beat Vermaelen, but he gets clattered into, and the referee gives a free kick. So good chance here from a free kick. I mean, I haven't been using the skill moves as often as I used to do in Ultimate Team. That's because the game feels a little bit more tense for me, but even so, it is nice to pull off a few in a row, and that would have been lovely had Vermaelen not taken me out there, because it would have been through 1-on-1, but still, free kick on the edge of the area as Vermaelen got a book in, and it's Miralem Pjanic who stands over it here. I was going to try and drill it into that near post which Sirigu was guarding. Could I try and catch the Italian goalkeeper out here? It was going to be a difficult ask for me, but I then gave it to Negredo instead, because he had 92 shot power, and he moved the wall just a little bit, so I struck it with Negredo, but unfortunately it cannoned off the bar and Sirigu got away. So what a goal that would have been, but unfortunately still 3-1. But in the 81st minute here, another good chance for us. Pedro gets on the ball here and offloads it to Giovinco. Giovinco goes down left hand side here. Nice ball over the top towards Sterling. He offloads it to Pedro, who shoots, but the shot goes wide. So all the chances coming to us really, despite my opponent needing to chase the game. He really wasn't attacking very well, and just a couple of minutes later, another good chance. Sterling stops the ball, gives it infield to Negredo. Negredo gets past Fellaini, gets past the last defender, but Corker makes the challenge, but it comes back to Sterling. We keep the chance alive. Janssen then gives it to Janic. Nice little 1-2 between those two. He drills in across. Negredo goes with a back heel, the spinning back heel, but unfortunately it's a good save by Sirigu, and it's cleared away. So it would have been lovely to score a nice little spinning back heel to end the game off with, but it did finish 3-1. We got the win. That's the most important thing, and we are through to the quarterfinals. That's of course the furthest we've gone so far in this World Cup series, so hopefully we can get ourselves into the semi-finals. Who knows, but just getting to the quarterfinals is still a decent achievement in my opinion, with a team that isn't the best, and hopefully in the quarterfinals we can get the win and go through to the semi-finals, but we'll have to wait and see. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, because it's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for the next episode of my World Cup series very soon.